Today we got the L8T 6.6, another GM tumble motor. This one is going to be getting tore down, inspected, painted. Only thing different we're going to do this time around, and hopefully we're the first ones that's done this. From what I can see, I haven't seen anybody do it on the internet yet. We're installing a Lt5 cam. So Lt5 cam is the newer, still a C7 though, ZR1 cam. So 6.6 already has DOD delete done, so we don't have to change the lifters. So the heads aren't going to come off, but we got to get the rock arms off, push rods out. We're going to spin it upside down. I'm going to spin the cam, then remove the cam.
Use gravity as our favorite.
Gravity's going to be in our favor. The lifters are going to stay back in their trays, and we'll be able to put the Lt5 cam in. The reason why we're changing the cam is one of the I guess issues with the 6.6 as far as trying to do a hot rod engine. Cam's real small, compression's low, so we're going to bump up that cam a little bit and see if it makes a difference. It's never been done. I haven't seen anybody done it. Tried to research it, can't find anything. We're going to do it. I believe this one is getting a Whipple. I think. It may not. You never know. Things change when people are their game plan changes. So all we're gonna do is tear it apart, and we're gonna do a pretty thorough inspection because this when it took the tumble, intake broke, and what you end up with is some of these plastic pieces like this can get down and work their way down. Hopefully, if they did work their way down in here, the valves are closed. We've had one or two where it does get down into the bore, and we open the valves up, use compressed air, and we've gotten it all out. So we'll definitely be able to get it out. It's just something we have to check. So yeah, we're just going to get to it and start tearing it down. So you got your crank pulley removal tool. It's been a real good tool.
We had to modify this one. You can see right here.
Yeah, for a 2021, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, to kind of.
Man, it works great.
Yep, just pushes against that crank, so works real good. Cam harness took a big hit here. It is toast. That crack? That took a big hit. Both sides. They're all broke. They're going off the Yep. Shake it first. Just the broke thing? Yep. Oh yeah. Crack like If you want to go ahead and get the camera, I'll go ahead and start getting these rocker arms off. 16 sounds right. don't see nothing.
Tell you what, let's go on top of the piston. I'm gonna turn it, make it go to the side.
Okay. Oh, you with the side view?
The side view.
All right, side view.
Here we go. I'm getting the piston, feels like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're almost on top of it.
Won't quite get there. That thing was that close.
Yeah.
That was coming up.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Coming out, going to the next one.
I know you want to see it too.
And that looks beautiful.
So far, so good.
Beautiful on this one.
So hopefully, if we got any plastic, it's going to be sitting on top of the back side of that valve, which we'll check in a second here. Tiny little piece of plastic right there.
A little piece.
We can blow that out though.
Moving. There you go.
All right, so far we're good. Now we're checking. This is usually where we find the plastic on these broken intakes.
Clean, look at that. Yep.
That's where the plastic's going to be, if there is it.
Clean.
Go back to that one again there. Okay. That means all the plastic that broke off in there is still somewhere in that intake. Great. Like it. So there you go. That's why we can put this cam in like we're doing. You see, these are all blocked off. There's no oil passage here for the DOD. So the only reason why I had to actually pull this off is to get the fuel pump lifter out. There's a lifter for the direct injection pump that rides on that cam. So it has to come out. It's just a big lifter for all it is. So that's what it looks like. It's just like a bigger lifter.
Scratch the thing.
Nah, it looks fine.
The next trouble thing has scratch in them.
The dowel's got it. See that dowel?
Oh yeah.
You can get underneath there. Just get that dowel.
Dig it out. There it is. Dig it out.
Good clean pan.
Yeah.
On roof good. Wedge your thing back in there. The thing you had.
Twist it.
It's not big enough. You had a wedge it. I got it. No worries. I got it. Alright, so it's a brand new oil pump, so we don't have to do the locator like we did on the engine behind you here, right? Let me see. Right. So this one behind you has the oil pump locators on it, so when you put it back, it puts it back in the same spot because we're going to reuse the pump that came with that one. This one being brand new, don't have to worry about it.
Still need to pull the fixture.
There you go. Perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the phaser off and get this timing chain off.
This one. Six.
Cool. Then what we can do is, while we still have the thrust plate in, put the phaser bolt in and just spin it with the impact and just make sure those lifters are where they need to be.
Ratchet.
Just like this. So now there's no way those lifters are touching that cam.
That's right. Pull it out so you get them guys out.
Yep, so we are making history here. Pretty cool. Yep. Alright, so
Yeah.
the lifters are where they should be.
Yep.
So, and we're gonna pull this cam out. It's pretty cool. I've seen, other people's done this on LSs and stuff, but as far as this being a 6.6 L8T, it's first time around here. There you go.
This is a special tool for removing them or putting them in.
Yep. It's just an old phaser bolt.
Saves your threads. A lot of people stick a bar and stick in there, and you know it does work. But put that sucker all the way in there, and it's not going anywhere.
There you go.
Once you do the honors, it's your tool that you built. I'm talking about. Went out pretty good. I'll go get the other cam. Okay.
Alright. So there is your stock 6.6 liter cam. So they got this from Michigan Motorsports. It's a Lt5 ZR1 cam. There we go. So there it is.
All right, now we're looking down where the cam goes, and if you look down at the bottom on both sides, you'll see all those rollers looking at you. You got your left side, right side, whatever you want to call it. They're like little soldiers looking at each other, and that's the close tolerance that these LTs have. They're real close. They're sitting in trays right now. There's no tension on them, no springs in here. There's no push rod. This is just gravity. And we're gonna go ahead and stick the cam in. You wanna go ahead and do the honors? Okay. Using your special tool that you made. So this is a Corvette cam.
Yep, Lt5.
LT5 going into the first 6.6 that we know of.
That I know of, yeah.
Yeah. And we're doing it without taking the heads off.
Yeah.
That's the cool factor.
There it is. It's in. It's home.
It's in. It's got a home. What we're doing here is putting the container, camshaft container bolts back in, torque bolts. And you can hear me. The fan's loud.
Yeah, I turned the fan off.
It's a hot day today, man.
It's hot, yeah.
So I'm putting these bolts back in and putting this Loctite on it.
I'm just cleaning off the silicone here because we're kind of can go back with quite a bit of it right now.
Taking this one back out because I just use that to line it up.
Yeah.
While I was putting this on, and sometimes we do that to get the line up. You don't take a lot of this. This is a gel. I get this stuff at the auto store, made by Permatex. I like it. It stays where you put it. That's why I like it. That other stuff wants to run all over the place. I'm not into that. So I'm gonna take this and just run it up slowly. You want to kind of let them kind of center. It's just like putting a wheel on a mag wheel on a car. You want them to kind of, you know, line yourself up. Okay. Take that guy off.
You're gonna do what other people don't do, huh?
Yeah.
Most people just tighten the crap out of them.
So what we're gonna do here is go to 11 foot-pounds.
So it's 11 foot-pounds, right?
Yep.
Not much.
It's not much.
And that's why people strip them out.
Okay.
Because most all your other covers on this motor are 18. So maybe people are doing 18. Maybe 18 is too much. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it don't take much to strip one of them stupid things out. I hate them.
I know it, and then you gotta weld it. Yep. Try to get them out. All right, now down here and see if I can get this phaser put on. We're still on the bottom right there where I need to be.
Get your dots lined up where you're going to line your dots up with. So we went ahead and timed it. We went ahead and put it straight up.
Straight up.
Before we took the old cam out.
So what you're looking for is this arrow here on this tooth to line.
I don't know.
The dot that's under here, you can't see it. There's a
they
dot
can.
on this tooth.
Yeah, they won't go see it.
Tooth to tooth is what you're looking for.
And then make sure that dowel on that cam
Yeah.
lines up.
So what I'm doing now, I'm seeing where I need to be. I'm gonna take it back off, and then what you got to do is look inside here.
Yeah. Show
And you
them
see that dial right there, little hole,
I know there's a couple of companies out there that could use that knowledge.
and you can spin this around with your hand, and you want to try to figure out exactly where that's gonna land with this guy.
Usually it's at 3 o'clock. If you put that down at 3 o'clock position, which for you is going to be 9 o'clock because you're upside down, but that should work.
We're gonna see how close I got. Go up here, try to stab him. I think I'm 1 tooth off. I think I'm on it now. And there she is right there. Perfect. Look at that. And then you put this guy in there just to make sure that you're lined up. When you get ahead of yourself,
Yeah.
you have to do it all over again. You want to make sure. Okay, yeah. So I'm in there. See, right there, it's solid.
Yep. Good.
There's your dot there and there. It's in time.
Perfect.
That's how easy it is to do, but it's a lot.
You gotta pay attention.
You gotta pay attention.
All right. So what we're looking at for torque on this is 48 foot-pounds and then 90 degrees. So you got something back there to hold the flywheel for me.
I've got a pry bar going in the hole of this flywheel.
Let's go ahead and hit the 48 foot-pounds. All right, that's 48 foot-pounds already. So then we're gonna do changes over to degrees. And we have to let it calibrate. And then we're gonna toast this thing up to 90.
Does it beat?
It will. $64.
Sockets like hell.
Yeah. Sockets getting worn out. Give me another 15/16. Some of our sockets are getting pretty worn out. There it is. 90 degrees. So that's the cool thing about this. That it even though I didn't do a full 90 degrees because I kept stopping and going back up, it keeps track of.
Keeps track.
Yeah, it knows where you're at, so it's real nice. So, still recommend this from Harbor Freight for the price.
Oh yeah.
1/2-inch drive Quinn. All right, the fun job of lining the oil pump on that crank. So, and these are going to get 18 foot-pounds. You need a 13 millimeter.
Okay.
18 foot-pounds. And because this was a new pump, we don't have to worry about the location of it, putting exactly how it came off. And it still had the plastics lined up in it, so.
Yep.
All right, yep.
It's pretty critical, but not that critical. I mean,
On the oil pump or the torque?
any that's torquing, because
Yeah.
with this, you're going back around for
Yeah.
the second round. Make sure you didn't miss one, because it can happen.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to.
Well, 18 foot-pounds ain't much. So at least you know at least you don't break a bolt off. Yeah.
That's true. The next guy that goes in,
Yeah.
he don't have any problem.
A little bit of alcohol. And we can go ahead and pull the pin, right?
Yep. It's got grease on the pliers.
Yeah, it's got grease on it. It's slippery. There you go. All right, so we got the gasket surfaces clean on the timing cover and the oil pan. I'm gonna get ready to run the bead of silicone on there, and then we're gonna button that up. All right, so we got our bead of silicone on. Dad's putting the timing cover on right now loosely. I like to leave it loose until the oil pan goes on. We'll go ahead and put the bead in the center like we usually do, but that way when you tighten this oil pan up, it will allow this to shift around how it needs to, yeah. Another big step that you want to make sure that you do not forget is to plug in your oil pump again. That would be bad. There we are.
.8. Now, we gotta move it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna leave the crank pulley off until after you paint.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and rotate it. Fuel pump lifter, valley cover gets 18 foot-pounds again.
Valve covers.
All the rocker
arms.
arms, yeah. Just a little bit of stuff here.
And we'll do an initial spin on it.
Yeah.
This is 97. It's iron block.
Cast iron blocks are heavy. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Before we forget, not that we ever have yet, fuel pump lifter. We already got the cams already greased, so this will be nice and greasy. Lifter in.
As you can see, look here.
Yeah, I showed them already. No
Really?
no DOD. I tell you, this may be the new thing to do. This may be the new way.
Make some power. Low end and high end.
Gonna do something. Yeah, stock springs, stock push rods. I mean, it's essentially a stock Lt5 cam. There's nothing. It's not like a big old race cam. So it's just gonna make a little bit more power than the 6.6 cam that was in it.
Yep.
Yeah. 22 foot-pounds initially, and we rotate and hit them again. It's warm in here.
Hot cam, hot engine.
Hot cam, hot engine.
Sounds good, man.
Yep, nice and smooth.
It's gonna work out good.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them moves.
All right, that's it. Let it back up completely, pretty much. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for us today on this one. We're going to go ahead and push it over to the other side here in the paint shop and get it cleaned up and get it ready for paint. Man, that was kind of a big deal for us. I don't know, what everybody kind of thinks about that, but I mean, 6.6 liter, 8 LT block, heads didn't come off, cam went in, Lt5 cam. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe, like, share, ring the notification bell. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.